Anything podcast. And hey, glad to be alive. Look, we're going to cover topics such as business, current events, music, and just building a sense of community. And truthfully, whatever else we care to bring to our mind. Look, it's me, your host, Timbo All Day. I'm going to be joined shortly by your boy, Young YONG 3RD. And again, Caliber TV is out and about doing his thug thizzle. So if you're enjoying the game we spit and how we talk our shit, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification button so you understand what we're doing, when we're doing, and how we're doing it. You feel me? So with no further ado, let's get into the praise reports. So I'm gonna hold the show down. Everybody else got some shit going on right now. And yeah, so first and foremost, y'all, I got hit by a truck yesterday. And when I tell you that shit ain't fun, like I got a couple scars and shit. You can't really see it, but your boy's a survivor. Straight up. Straight like that. Like nigga got hit by a truck, got ran over. Like the only thing that stopped me is I hit that nigga's axle. If I didn't hit his axle, I wouldn't have been here to tell y'all about it. Straight like that. Um, so this primary episode, right? I want to talk about echo chambers as well as a little bit about the tokenization of everything. I found a couple articles, some on LinkedIn, talking to Third, talking to Caliber, and there's quite a bit of things that are going on in this new world that I'm concerned about. Also, I've started another channel. It's called the Timbo Reacts. I'll put the link in the description right here and there as we go through. And yeah, y'all leave a description, leave a comment, say something while you hear. You feel me? But yeah, so if I'm a little bit under the weather, a little bit aloof, I probably got a concussion, at least what from what the doctor said. So let's play it like that. But yeah, so first and foremost, man, one of the things I was looking at recently is it looks like the world, like if you remember a few of our videos not too long ago, we spoke about tokenization, specifically around the crypto space. So while I was at work this week, I found an article that was pretty pressing and it made quite a bit of sense, especially for what we plan on talking about and what we plan on doing, yada, 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 and all that other kind of bullshit, right? So let me get into my LinkedIn real quick so I can find that article so I could kind of show you guys what it is and give you guys my points about what is happening. You feel me? So where are we? I don't know how to use this stuff. Like I'm starting to feel like the unk who doesn't know how to use technology, even though I work with technology every day. Let's see. Y'all gonna see my real name, first name, last name, and everything once we get over here. Here we go. All right, so peep game unveiling the potential tokenization that revolutionizes natural resources. So I believe Young Third was mentioning this quite a minute. Why all y'all need to get involved in investing in cryptocurrencies and all that type of shit, right? So look, basically, the tokenization of natural resources such as oil, gas, gold, copper began.
Tokenize that shit, nigga.
Thank you, bro. Hey, first and foremost, bro, I'm just getting into this shit. I was trying to cover ground, but let's start with your praise reports, bro. I didn't realize you
Tokenize
jumped in.
everything.
Nigga,
Tokenize.
fuck
I
all
am
that
king.
shit. Jump on with your praise report. Don't just jump on, not acting like you don't know how we already get down.
You know I know how to get down, bro. What we doing? Praise report?
Yeah, well, I was trying to stall until y'all got here, man.
Hey, look, bro. I'm sorry. I was on the phone with a praise report, and that's what made me late, y'all. I'm sorry to everybody. I'm late.
I
I was
I
on the
gives
phone
no
with a praise
fucks.
report. All glory to the Most High. You want me to go ahead and jump right in? Catch you up?
Yeah, catch your praise report. My praise report is I'm happy. I'm still living. I got
You
hit by a
alive,
truck.
nigga. You got the caliber praise report
Nigga,
today for real, for real. Nigga said my
bruh.
hands can do this.
Like,
Nigga can still turn like this.
nigga, it hurts. And like
It
as I'm
hurt.
moving throughout the day, as I'm moving throughout the day though, I'm starting to find more shit that I'm like, ah shit, that shit's fucked up. So my Fitbit, where's the camera? Fucked up. My jacket I was wearing, nigga. This is my favorite vest too. Fucked up. I'm like, I was wondering why everybody in the Walmart was looking at me crazy, and I was like, nigga, you was fucked up looking crazy. My Raiders hat's cool though,
Hey,
and my
and that's all that
glasses
really
still. All
matters.
right, never mind.
You know the
My
Raider hat
glasses ain't.
um,
Hey, yeah, the Raider hat. Like this is
undefeated.
undefeated. This is why you need to be with the Raider fan
It ain't no other nation.
because we don't break, we don't
Okay,
fold, we don't bend, we don't
we
none
out
of
here.
that shit.
I don't care what the season looked like last year. I'm coming back.
It's hard being a Raider. It's easy but hard.
You know
Like
what I'm
it's not for
saying?
the weak.
Man, all praise to the Most High for you still being here, bro. Because getting ran over by a truck is some of the most retarded shit I ever heard of in my life. Oh, fuck. Did you get ran over by a whole truck? You know what else is driving me crazy? I put that blur shit on in my background on here, and it just makes it look like I'm like filming from low quality, and I can't figure out how to
Yeah.
take the blur back off.
Oh, I got you. I got you. So hover over your face. You're gonna see the little magic thing. Or you might have to leave.
While recording, visual effects cannot be
Get
changed. Son of a
leave,
bitch.
leave, leave, leave. And when you get ready to come back in, hit that little magic sign when it's showing
Okay, look,
the
look, look. I'm gonna be right back with a praise report, y'all.
for sure. So look, yeah. I called third the other day, y'all. He didn't believe I really got hit. I really got hit. And what's so fucked up about the whole situation is once the nigga stopped, like I don't know. Let me give y'all the description, right? So I'm walking in, I'm trying to replace a tire because as y'all know, and the whole everything east of the Rockies is having this snowstorm shit. So I'm like, oh, I gotta get this tire replaced before anything really happens. And as I'm walking into the Walmart service center section for the tires, I see this big ass truck. Now, when I see this big ass truck, as I get in front of the truck, so you know where the Chevy logo is, that's when I heard that bitch start the fuck up. When I heard that shit start up, vroom, I was like, oh shit, I got to get on the good foot. As I got on the good foot, the nigga went. And I'm telling you, I'm short. So I seen his headlight right here on my glasses. That's why it's a little bit of a level here. So as he
All
it's a
right,
little better.
it's a little better. I'm outside
But
right
I'm,
now.
I'm finishing the story as far as how I got hit.
Yeah,
So
man. How
as
did you get hit?
huh?
How did this happen as an adult?
As an adult, nigga. As an adult. So look,
I love
I'm,
that
I'm
short too.
explaining it. I'm catching you up, right? So I'm walking across to the Walmart service center. Let's say that shit is right there. Let's say my microphone is the truck, right? You know I'm short.
Vertically challenged.
Look, we gonna do all this shit, and that vertically challenged shit, that's gotta stop. So, nigga,
I
you
thought
see
that was
this?
the PC word for sure.
Nah, nigga, it's still
They
short.
said we
So
just
look,
calling
nigga,
a spade, nigga. I
when
grew up
I'm
short, nigga. We
look,
gotta
I'm
change the
walking.
name.
Let's say I'm walking this way, right, to where my
Mhm.
mic is. I get right here. I hear that shit. So I'm like, oh, I gotta get on the good foot. And
You
mind
don't
you,
have
I'm
a
having
good foot though, because you got a gout flare up.
nigga. So this is what I'm saying. I'm in the
You
gout
literally
flare
got
up.
one good foot. You better lift that other motherfucker up and hop.
So nigga, I try to like take 2 steps. As I take that 2 steps, nigga, this is the Chevy emblem. Right here, it's literally I'm face to face. My Raider hat is the headlight. The headlight, boom, Next thing I see is tire, nigga. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm dead. Nigga, I roll around the entire tire, damn near
No.
holding it like this going around. I
Oh
hit
my
the
goodness.
nigga's
I'm about to
axle.
start a police report just to get the footage. This shit
Nigga,
sounds hilarious.
nigga, that's where I'm going as soon as we're out of here. Bruh.
Oh my goodness.
Like, nigga, what's
Bro.
more fucked up is I seen 3 to 5 people, nigga, in cars. I seen a red car and a Jeep that passed by in 2 different directions as I'm rolling, and then nobody fucking stopped.
Bro.
Nigga, that's my praise report.
All praise, man.
Like,
Did,
nigga.
did that thing have a Hemi in it?
Nigga, I don't fucking know. It
I
probably
figured
was
you
because
got
it
to
was
see
a
under
jet.
the engine for a minute. I wanted to, I figured you
Nigga,
got to see under the engine.
I know he had a good suspension though.
A nice little suspension, a little lift under there, let your body go into
Yeah,
the one time, huh? Without that lift kit.
nigga,
All praise to that lift kit.
nigga. Then the nigga gonna grab me and say, "How are you feeling, my brother?" And I feel bad because I'm like, it's a nigga. God,
That'd be the hardest shit, right? When it's one of us, like, God damn it, I was
and
ready
you
to
know,
sue.
bro, like I
I
don't
was
like
ready
calling
to
cops.
my neck,
Anyways.
my neck, and my back on your ass, bro.
Bruh.
Why it gotta be us? I remember, man, we got the worst manager in the world, bro. With the worst, we was happy, like, oh, it's a nigga. Then he turned out to be the worst, like, fuck. Man, we got to tell on this nigga for being the worst. Like, we let him go 7 months before we said something. He was terrible on extra bullshit time. We gave him 7 months, nigga grace. He didn't stop being a nigga, so we finally had to say something. But like,
Real, bro,
man, bro, it'd be the worst when it's us, bro. Like, man, bro, why you gotta come out here on nigga time, man?
And nigga, the fucked up thing is, he's like, "Where were you? Right in front of your fucking truck."
Hello,
nigga.
Now look, in all fairness, we gotta go back to the vertically challenged thing. Maybe he didn't see you.
I get that, but nigga, like,
that ain't no excuse. I'm just saying, like, nigga, we still gotta call the authorities and shit.
God
damn,
like,
nigga,
bruh. So
right,
yeah,
man.
thank
Niggas
God
don't
I'm
nig,
here.
man. But you here,
I'm here,
man.
like, I've told multiple people it ain't gonna be a car accident that get me.
Hey, can we take a few seconds and shout out that shirt that you wearing though? Because that's not an in and out shirt. That shit look hard as fuck, bro. That's like what, first in, last out.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Okay, well, we got to get to that, bro, because you own something
today.
right there. We own that thing, man. I see what you're doing with the branding, bro. I know when you brought it to me as an idea, and I love what I'm seeing already. Word. Can't wait for that to come to fruition, bro. But all right, praise report.
Our praise report.
My praise report is, bro, my job being ass. You know what I'm saying? And during that time, you know what I'm saying? You know, I used to work with Mac and everything. Mac moved on, got himself another situation. So I've been having to work with all the assholes. Wait, camera one, can I get some TV time?
I think it is on you.
It's on you.
On my end, it's on you.
Okay, there we go. All right, now we're here. So basically, I've been dealing with a bunch of people. I had one dude that was really cool, but his thing was he in the position that I was in when I started, where he got a son that's in high school that's playing sports, that got a lot of opportunities and got a lot of upside and everything. And I was able to tell him through hindsight, like, hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. My son was in the same situation. I wish, looking back, I'd have stayed at a FedEx or at something else during that time while he was in high school to have locked in more with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the size, he got the drive, he got all this. He just need that, like, you being there. I'm telling him, like, it's going to be important. So anyway, long story short, that man quit. Found another gig where he could be there and be with his kid and all that and everything. So then now, go ahead.
So you caused the nigga to quit. Go on.
Somewhat, but no. But really, it was, he already, you know how you talking with somebody and like, so on the truck, bro, we spending 14 hours a day together. Like, my wife be joking and saying, like, these your work husbands. Like, you know what I'm saying? like I sent her to Chick-fil-A.
So you're getting work? Okay.
Look. I sent her to Chick-fil-A and I'm like, yeah, baby, go ahead and get my. She like, what do you get there? I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what I get there? She like, I'm like, everybody out driving know what I get there. Like, she like, they your work husband. Because like you spend that much time around people, like you know each other's orders and shit. You know, like he don't get onions on his shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the things. It's just me and this guy every day, 14 hours a day. We do breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. And you know what I'm saying? Like for hours and hours and hours a day. So as we got to talk about things, bro, like I'm just hearing that he's in a position that I've been in, and I had the benefit of hindsight that I could share with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, this is my
Mhm.
son. They won CIF. He's 6'2.5", 300 something pounds of all muscle, and look at he had these offers, but I wasn't there with him, helping him lock in on certain things with school, and it slipped away, and then he couldn't take advantage of the offers that he was getting and shit. So he like, damn, my son kind of the same way. Like he own it, but like if I ain't on top of him, he won't, you know what I'm saying, produce. So, but he kind of made a decision for his family. Like I'm spending a lot of time away, and they're cutting down our hours. So it's like it sucks to go out and spend 3-4 nights away from home, and you don't get the same amount of hours. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I got a long day to pay me a lot while I don't get to go home, cool. If I got a day that's like a day that I go home from, but I don't get to go home, you be at the
That
hotel
part.
at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, mad as shit, bro. Like, why am I sitting at a hotel in a random city? Like, my bitch ain't here. It ain't no bitches I could bring through. It ain't no homies out here. I can't drive the truck to go no fucking where and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got to Uber anywhere I go. Like, and
It
then
sounds
but
like you got the perfect job for a single nigga.
okay, so then they brought in these single young niggas, but they not single. You know, they got girlfriends and shit. So now I'm dealing with all these young niggas. They on the phone with their girlfriend 24/7 while they driving. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit. You saying work shit to them, they can't hear you because the bitch in their ear and they little headset and shit. And they, what'd you say? Bitch, I'm talking to you about work. Get off the fucking phone with your bitch, bro. I'm tired of turning the music down so you can talk to your bitch for 30 minutes, bro. I'm tired of this
Yeah.
shit. I want to drive and fucking vibe, bro. I don't want to hear you fucking arguing with your bitch about frivolous
Like a
fucking
true
bullshit.
single you need true single niggas. Like,
You need
look,
motherfuckers out here to,
I ain't
you know
got
what
no
I'm
bitch
saying?
to talk to.
I'm just out here to
Look.
get this money right now, and you know what I'm saying. Pay attention to what
Hmm.
the fuck we doing, like, and they not like that, bro. Like, they're not. It's really weird, man. So, yeah, these kids don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we walk up to people's houses, and they'll ring the doorbell and be standing there and just looking at a motherfucker when they open the door. Mind you, I go to work every day. I got on a Samsung shirt, probably a Samsung hat. These niggas is standing here in their regular clothes at somebody's door.
Mind you, it's still praise report time. I'm trying to.
This is all the first report. Yes. So the first report is, bro, my company got another situation with Intuit that got a whole nother side. Like, I ain't got to run the Samsung shit no more. I'm trying to get in over there. And my praise report is my partner that got in over there hit me up like, hey, they about to put out the open spot. It's something about to open up out here in Dallas.
Oh shit!
Yes,
So you
sir.
come into the
You
DFW, right?
already know I'm pulling up, bro. So they
So
like,
let me
look,
show
they
you
gave
what
me
you
the
got to
heads
get
up
ready
before
for.
anybody else know. Get on, do the application now, get ready. You're gonna get a call. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming too, bro. It's coming too. It's a better situation. I'm riding solo. I ain't got to deal with nobody else's shit. I'm by myself. I get 2 weeks on, 1 week off, bro. And it's like it's actually about to. I'm about to get the opportunity. That's where I'm at. Like,
Let me
with
show
this
you what
job,
you got.
I've been over on opportunities for management, you know what I'm saying, multiple times. But you know how God work. If it ain't for you, you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna give it to you. So the shit that I got passed over on, it wasn't for me. So cool. It looked like he set me up to get out of what looks like a dying branch and into
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, the side that's growing and that's winning, because you know we going into robotic arms that do certain stuff and that use, you know, AI tech. I'm like, this is everywhere that I want to be. I want to be doing something that's progressing where the future is going. You know what I'm saying? Like, take me over here. Let me go learn this. So I'm excited for the opportunity. My praise report is that, like, throughout all the bullshit that I've done, for all the times that I wanted to just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just work here like everybody else work here. Cause these niggas get paid and they on bullshit time and everything they do is bullshit. I could just start doing bullshit and be, but I'm not. I can't work like that. I have to put everything into everything I do, or it just don't feel satisfying. It don't feel right. So I've kept that up, and because I've kept that shit up, my rapport around the company outside of my little Samsung division, I got a good name. So that because of that, people are willing to reference me to be like, oh, Manny, he's solid. That's who we need to bring
Yeah,
over here. If we're going to open a door for anybody, give him a shot. And it's because I stayed doing
yeah,
what I do, despite the fact that the rest of the crowd is trash. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's really my praise report, is that like, that to have that mental fortuitiveness to stay in it, you know what I'm saying, and just keep doing you. And that's what I want to tell everybody to do, bro. The mice are men and the men are mice. So when niggas is out here acting like fucking mice, don't start being a fucking mice with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to show them the difference between mice and men. You know what I'm saying? Don't move like a fucking rat just because you're surrounded by fucking rats. That don't change who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
mhm.
move like how I move in this motherfucker. And doing that still pays off. And that's my praise report, even though it took 20 minutes of the show.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Look,
Hey, sometimes we
you
gotta, can we praise in here?
nah, look, praise reports are they differ from everybody, right? But
Yes.
I am gonna tell you this. Hold on, let me see if I can still change the cameras and all that shit. Because I'm gonna show you what you're gonna get for Dallas. Hold on.
Huh, huh.
And you might not be able to hear me, but we supposed to have the biggest storm since 2025, and this the
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's what my boy was
Oh
telling
shit.
me.
You can turn off the camera while recording, but you can't switch cameras. Bitch, I don't
So
like
you're
this
not
shit.
cool enough. You're not
Huh?
cool enough.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this app anymore. So we've been using multiple apps, y'all. We've been on Riverside from when we originally started to now. And yeah, I'll leave a link in the description or something. Riverside is cool, but it's not that. It's got its flaws. Everything's got its flaws. But what I was talking to you about earlier this week, Third, was a lot about tokenization. And I really would like to have Caliber on this too, because this is amongst y'all's what y'all are into, like really about
Mm-hmm.
the cryptocurrency and the tokenization. I heard this shit through my job. I'm on LinkedIn all the time, y'all. So if y'all don't know, follow me on LinkedIn if you got a chance. It's
Facts.
TR Hall, or actually it's T Hall 47 on LinkedIn. Tim Hall, you can find me. It's an easy picture, but this
T
is what
Hall
I found.
47.
Huh?
I was just talking shit. Go ahead.
Oh, nah, this is what I found, bro, and I kind of want your understanding of it cuz I understand it a little bit, and it's back to the times when you guys was first telling me about crypto when I looked into it, and I was like, "Oh, they're going to wind up making the stock market a crypto blockchain." And that's not
Yeah.
fully what they're saying, but
No, that
that's
is
kind
though.
of what they're saying in this article. I'm gonna read it, and I want your insight. And actually, this
Yes.
is an old ass article, but I saw it on Instagram where they were talking about the tokenization of oil and shit,
Yeah.
specifically with that Venezuela shit. And then I heard Chase Bank and some of the banks, like you've alluded to, are going with that.
They're all creating their own stable coins,
Yeah, so
because
we
Trump
might
just
have to
passed something that said that the banks can create their own stable coins.
bet we might have to revisit this once Caliber's on as well, man.
Yeah,
But
because the stable coin thing and all that has to do with, so I like and I dislike it, because if you know, when we was early on, we was pushing towards the idea of like tokenize everything and all this, because we was real believers in what Satoshi and the early crypto guys was on, which was like creating something for the people to be in control, and taking the control away from um, our current masters that run, all our fiat finances and everything. What they've kind of done is they very cleverly hijacked all of this kind of stuff, and so it's like it's this delicate dance between them trying to get involved and control it, all the powers that already be, and the people who are still creating and still putting out stuff to fight against them. So I like it and I hate it, but for full adoption, what's going to push full adoption of digital assets is going to be the tokenization of everything, because I've always told you that what was more important than playing, gambling with any of these meme coins or any of this shit, what was more important was the blockchain technology.
what was the adoption? Like,
Yes.
so something, the one thing that I agreed with you on early on before I even understood crypto is I understood that everything can be tied. Every dollar you spend can be monetized as far as the algorithms. And I don't know if that's me working. Like, the fucked up thing is sometimes y'all, and I'm gonna say this for the chat. Sometimes I'm the one who doesn't want to get on and record the show, and the reason I don't want to get on and record the show is I spend 8 hours behind the desk looking at computer screens trying to figure some shit out. So then in my free time, I'm gonna spend 3 to 5 hours looking at the screen trying to figure shit out. Back when we were still playing the video games, y'all would be like, "Why you always leave after one game, nigga?" Because I'm sitting in a screen, sitting here looking at a screen with the headset, talking to niggas. What do I do for work? Sit here in this same chair, same desk, look at a screen with the headset on, talking to niggas. So that's part of the reason. But what that has to do with anything is I understood originally when you was telling me about the tokenization and about the blockchain, I was like, oh, this is a way for them to split everything up as far as the stock market. I think I talked to you early when Hertz was going through their bankruptcy about the stock market is going to go to the blockchain. Which one of the things that I read over this weekend is the New York Stock Exchange is actually looking into going to a straight blockchain merger. Which, to your point, yes, I could see the bad part of it because the people who've already had big money, it's easy for them to invest.
Well,
However,
they're
for
going to
those,
transfer it over according to like they're going to make the rules of
they're
how
making
you
the
move over,
rules.
and the rules are going to behoove them staying. Being accredited. The whole idea of being an accredited investor as a gatekeeper. We can't get in on certain like things. Like there's right now, there's pools of money that people are putting together to open up the new. You know how every time a Best Buy opens, it's
Mhm.
there's a Target right here across from it, and then there's a Chase Bank inside of there, and there's a Panda Express, and then there's a Starbucks. Even though there's a Starbucks inside of the Target, there'll be a Starbucks in that same shopping center. The reason why you
Mhm.
put money in and invest in that is because you need $250,000 inside of your bank to be an accredited investor. So you can't get involved. And that's how they gatekeep who can invest and get involved inside of this. So when they create and tokenize everything, they're going to gatekeep and say, okay, well, since we're already financially literate, we're already financially stable, we're already accredited, we're already good. This is the line that you need to be able to get involved. And so the same way that we can all just hop on right now and buy Ethereum, Doge, you can right now invest in a startup that's opening a new blockchain that's going to do XYZ or whatever, and you can get in on the early stages. If you're not going to get in if you didn't start getting in 5-10 years ago into these situations, there's going to be a gatekeeper within the next 2 to 3 years that says, hold your fucking horses. You're not allowed in here anymore. It's all
But
been
see,
moved over to institutional situations, and only institutional investors are allowed to play and take the risk.
that's where I'm gonna have to agree to disagree with you, and it's not even so much disagreeing with you as far as I can see the other end of it, right? Like let's read through this article real quick and
Please
stop me as you see fit,
look
right?
look for me to raise my hand because I don't want to just jump over you. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
raise my
yeah,
hand
yeah,
if I
yeah,
need to.
yeah. So look, the tokenization of natural resources such as oil, gas, gold, and copper has been gaining significant attention in the investment landscape. This article delves into the intricate world of tokenization and its pivotal relevance for those valuable resources. Understanding the tokenization of natural resources. The idea of tokenization is innovative and is changing the understanding of the investing and asset ownership. Tokenization presents a special chance to fractionalize ownership and provide investor access to these typically liquid
Oh,
natural commodities
hand up,
such as
hand up.
gold, copper, oil, gas. We will examine the advantages and disadvantages of the two primary tokenization approaches in this section:
So wait,
direct
real
ownership
fast.
and indirect ownership.
Let me jump in and tell the people something about this idea because you're right. This does kind of go against what I was saying. So the fractionalizing of this. So like, there's people right now that have sold homes as NFTs, and multiple people own fractions of this home that has been made an NFT, a non-fungible token. And so a bunch of
Time
people,
out.
uh-huh,
So you're basically saying that, let's say you bought a house,
mhm.
but you, me, and Caliber have tokens in that house. Is that what you're saying? And then we split the profits?
What I'm saying is someone sold it as an NFT with so many different, it adds up to this many pieces. Like you broke down a
Mhm.
pie and it broke down into 100 pieces. So they sold, instead of selling a full house, they sold 100 pieces of the house to people. And then let's say the house is up for rent now, right? And now the renter pays on the house, and we each get a fraction based off how many of those 100 fractions. So, like, let's say four of us, all got 25 pieces of the 100 pieces that it adds up to, right? And so you get your percent every month. I get my percent. You get yours. It pays us back when they pay the rent on it, kind of thing. So anything can be tokenized at that point. So there might be levels that you can get into. Let's say, like, the tokenization of like things like the housing market or different things like that. But don't think that they're just going to allow you to jump in and split oil like Venezuelan oil. You get what I'm
But
saying?
wouldn't you agree? But wouldn't you agree that having 1% of oil is better than having no percent in it?
Yes.
Like if you bought
That's
it,
why
the
I'm
price
saying
of
that they're
it.
not going to allow you to do it.
See, I disagree with you on that part because I think like if you're buying it, you're part of the market that's helping to supply it, right?
To
You're part of
supply
the
it.
investors that understands what goes in. Like when you invest in the stock market, no matter if you have one share or 100 shares,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the year, they're going to be able to talk to you about what's going on within the company, and they send
Okay.
you a little newsletter and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
so that's a public market that they allow the public to get into.
mhm.
Think about, like I said, how you can't invest in that into this private thing because you have to be an accredited investor. They're not going to put it on the same market with the things that me and we can get on Robinhood and we can buy whatever the fuck, Best Buy, Apple, whatever the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying? So I can get on there and get that. But they're not gonna allow me to get on Robinhood and invest in the new development of the Best Buy, the Target, the Starbucks, and Chase and all this kind of stuff. Now I can get on the stock market and invest in those companies. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that part. So I
I'm
guess
not allowed to be an initial developer in the accredited investor stage that gets to own the actual land. They're going to create two separate markets for two different type of investors. What up, Caliber? You get what I'm saying? Like, I used to have this positive belief that, like, yeah, why wouldn't they let everybody else in? But then the more that I've watched them develop this thing and roll it out, I'm seeing that the plan is that you're not allowed to come to this part of the party. We're going to allow you guys to keep doing the gambling part because we like you in the gambling part. So, like, right now, like, most people go buy bullshit meme coins and shit like that. You're just gambling, hoping that it works out. We love you throwing your liquidity into our bullshit that isn't gonna, we're gonna rug pull on you for sure. The everyday regular people can join that. Just the same way that you can go bet on the NFL game that they already know it's WWE. They already know who's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But we'll allow you guys to come bet on that shit all day fucking long because it helps us like that. But we're not going to do something that can actually be transformative where you can come play like we playing. But that's it. I digress. Keep going with the
so.
article. I just want
Okay,
to in that.
let's go on with the article because I think it answers some of what you just said, right? So what it's mentioning, and this is how I understand the Bitcoin, right? So every token in direct ownership model is a portion of the underlying asset. As a result, token holders are granted direct ownership rights as well as corresponding parts of the asset values, cash flows, and other advantages that come with it. Here's an important thing to think about. I want to stop real quick because this is kind of tying in. So I'm going to say I agree with you a little more. versus the, but I'm agreeing with you with the old way that things were going, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily the way that it's going in this article, because
Uh,
the old way is just like you said, I can invest in the New York Stock Exchange, but I'm not buying the same stocks that Elon Musk is buying. I'm not buying the same stocks that Warren Buffett is buying. But now it seems like the changes, they're putting the hands into the people, because now they're watching it, from what I understand, and we'll keep reading, is you have this commodity, break this commodity into however many sources. Because of the blockchain, every single transaction that happens for that source is documented.
it's
So,
immutable. Yeah.
meaning if everything that was picked up from Venezuela, right, all the oil, we as American citizens now have access to that oil. Let's say it's 1 million tokens of oil.
Uh,
Every time that oil is sold, if the price goes up, my price has gone up. Versus the New York Stock Exchange, I bought stocks in this company. I'm not gonna know what happens until their what is the fucking thing they have every quarter?
the
The quarter
quarterly, you know,
or shit.
until the what was the joke from the
Until the
movie?
financial reports come
The
out.
orange report come out.
Yeah, until that comes out, you don't know how much you really made.
Mortimer, sell.
Yeah, but you don't know how much you made. But look,
Yeah.
enhanced accessibility by directly owning tokenized natural resources. Investors of all sizes now engage in asset classes that was previously only available to high net worth individuals, as you mentioned. So previously, it was only available to those who were accredited investors. Enhanced liquidity. Fractional shares on the digital platforms may be bought or sold more easily when the assets is divided into tokens. As a result, of investors have easier access to the market and increased liquidity. Opportunities for portfolio diversification. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. For those of y'all who are watching and who may want to see this, I realized something about this one that I didn't know before. Hold on. Article we're covering. Oh shit! I was trying to link it. Oh, oops. Hold on.
Not seen enough.
Edit text. Link.
Yeah, I gotta reboot my
Here's the
computer.
link. Here you go. Is
Mm,
there a link? Go ahead and click on the link, y'all. You can read this article along with
treat
us.
yourself. Hey, that's fire.
Hey,
Talking shit about Riverside. That's fire.
it is, but look,
My
until
thing.
we understand how it really works, bro.
That part.
And y'all can actually, if you like Riverside, if you want to use it, I'll leave a link in the description on how you guys can also use it. And there's a couple codes. I'll leave a promo code, right? So, indirect ownership model. In contrast to the direct ownership, the indirect ownership model involves tokenization shares in companies that own or operate natural resource assets. Token holders do not have direct ownership rights over the underlying asset, but instead hold shares in the company that does. Ah, here's what you need to know about this model: exposure to multiple assets. Indirect ownership allows investors to gain exposure to a diversified portfolio of natural resource assets by holding shares in the company that operate their sector. That's kind of what you were just talking about. Like, you're not actually owning the material in, let's say, Exxon Mobil, but you're investing in the oil that Exxon Mobil shares. So I don't know if that's better or worse, to be honest.
There's ups and downs to both sides of it. And I feel like if they do open it up to everybody for a while, it'll be because they trying to fully get rid of fiat, so they need a big crash. This is what has to happen in order for them to go from fiat money to completely moving everything over into the digital asset. Something has to fall apart, and then somebody got to come in and gatekeep and set up new fucking parameters to protect shit.
So the tokens represent shares in a company. Regulatory frameworks governing securities and investments come into play. This adds complexity and compliance requirements for both issuers and investors. An example of tokenizing natural resources companies is gold mints. Gold Mint's digital asset gold represents share in the gold mining companies. By holding gold tokens, investors indirectly own a stake in the companies that benefit from their performance without directly owning the physical gold. Both direct ownership and indirect ownership have their advantages and drawbacks. The choice between them demands on the factors such as investors' preference, regulatory considerations, and the specific characteristics of the natural resources being tokenized. As tokenization continues to gain traction in the market, investors must understand these models and accesses which one aligns best with the investment goals and risk tolerance.
So you
I
know how
don't know what the fuck that shit means. That
this
shit
is what it
doesn't
means,
do
bro.
me.
This is what it means to me. Is how I'm interpreting it. Remember how we talked about the HRification of life? So there's this
Yeah,
other
like
thing
a
that's
couple
happening.
videos ago.
Yeah. So it's another thing that's happening is the fucking subscribification of life. So you know how I got a subscription to Netflix and I can watch whatever the fuck on there, but I don't own none of these motherfucking movies. I can't just pop them in. If I stop paying for Netflix, I don't have it no more. I got all these songs on my fucking iTunes, but if I stop paying for iTunes, if I switch to Android, all of a sudden I have no music all of a sudden. But this is the same kind of thing. You're investing inside of this thing, which is your investment is actually a subscription, nigga. It didn't have to go this way. This is why I get frustrated with it. The ideas that the first crypto punks had was not for it to go this way. But the industry has came in and set it up to where it's going to be a fucking subscription.
Mm.
You
It's
know what
like
I'm
we
saying?
paying for a subscription to
You
life.
paying for a
Hey,
subscription to life. We all got subscriptions to life and they can pull the shit away whenever you don't fucking pay right or something like that. So like as we go into digital IDs, as we go into digital finances, as we go into tokenization of the things that you bought, it's all a subscription to life. And the thing that's scary is like when you look at China's digital setup, they got people that's sleeping in the street that can't access it. You can't call an Uber. You can't drive a car. Nigga, you can't get on the bus. You can't go to the public library. You can't go to nothing because your credit rating has got dropped down to where you're a sub, you know, because you said something that the government didn't like. You said like just the things, just based off the things that we said on the
their
side,
social
your social
it's a
credit score.
social, what is it called? It's a
Your
social.
social credit score.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Hey, we saw you jump in, Caliber.
what up, Caliber?
Yeah, welcome. You was echoing. I had to mute you for a second.
But yeah, bruh, like, what you think, Caliber? You been hearing this? Is your mic working?
He's AI.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me? Can I hear
Yes,
this?
sir.
Yeah, we can
Sounds
hear
good.
you.
Hold on, bro. My bad, y'all.
All right, I'm gonna
My
mute
bad.
you
I
again,
was
bro.
just, I'm trying to still tune in. Y'all keep talking. Y'all keep talking.
All right, I'm gonna mute you.
All right.
But anyways, nah, I get it. It's a social credit score, bro. Like
So I'm looking at it as layers, right? So like, yeah, all of this is cool with the tokenization. It's cool, but I know what's coming with it. I know that digital ID, social credit, um, no more fiat, and then when you get rid of fiat, now like they bought up the gold thing. It used to be I could hold gold and fuck the fiat. But now the ways to buy gold is that you're buying a subscription to gold. And these
so
niggas holding the gold.
so this is a question for y'all because y'all are more invested in the crypto space than I am, right? Like I'm more so, and let me tell the rest of the chat, right? All of us are invested in this crypto and the AI, but we're all taking it from different aspects, right? So third and caliber, y'all actually understand the way the process works, the way the situation breaks down. I understand the technology that it's impacting. Is that a fair assumption?
Correct.
So what I see from this is, yeah, I don't understand how the crypto actually works fully, but I understand what it's impacting. And my question for you is, do you still think that it's better to have a portion of the gold reserve versus having none of it?
think it's better to hold real gold.
Well, that's not the question though.
But I that's what I think though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get your question. Like, is it better to have a subscription to it where somebody else is holding it, and then that thing crashes or that thing shuts down or the internet is out and I can't log in? Like, that's not at a certain point. It's dependent on a whole lot of you trusting a whole lot of people rather than it being in your pocket. Because what would you actually need to use it for?
Yeah, I get it.
The question is when do I have it? Would I rather have it and not need it, or need it and not have it, kind of thing? Because if I need it, I don't actually have it.
Yeah.
So I would rather have it, the actual gold in the safe, and not never need it. Like nothing can, like how we all got like in the back of our head this day where the purge happens and where things is crazy and it's chaotic and we got a little, like, whether in your head we get spun into this thing for a long time or a short time, we all kind of have this what if everything goes crazy day. But what if nothing never goes crazy? I would rather have it where I got hold of it, and then I can give it to whoever the fuck I want to after I go and I'm not here no more, rather than I had like a subscription to it. And then we haven't discussed this. What happens to these kind of things when you die?
Well,
that kind of regulation has not even been set up yet.
So I think that's where the benefits and the challenges come in from what I've read in this article earlier. So let me read through the benefits because I think it's going to touch on a little bit about what you said, right? So the tokenization benefits: increased liquidity. Tokenization's natural resources can unlock liquidity by allowing fractional ownership, enabling investors to buy and sell smaller portions of asset. Accessibility: it opens up investment opportunities in natural resources to a broader range of investors who may not have access to previously due to high entry demands, kind of the accredited investors. And if I remember from my time, an accredited investor is somebody who has at least $1 million in net worth and is married, owns a home. These are what we're looking for as an accredited investor. But diversification opportunities: investors can diversify their portfolios by gaining exposure to various natural resources through tokenization. But yet the challenges are, like you just mentioned, the regulatory compliance complexities. The regulatory landscapes of tokenized assets is still evolving, posing challenges related to compliance and legal frameworks. So where does the money actually go? What do you do once you have it? Like, is it a real asset?
What happens to the losers? Because that's what a lot of the SEC protects, right? Is that, like, the reason why I can't just jump in and do that is that they're trying to protect me. That, like, if I only had 150,000 and that was what it cost to get involved, and
157,000
in there, and then somebody in there is doing something illegal and it all goes haywire, and then now I'm hollering at the federal government saying, "Hey, you let them defraud me for 150,000, and it was all that I had." So they only want to let people play, who can lose the 250, the 150, and they still be all right. That's why they made these regulations. Like, hey, look, you can't even play unless you can lose this much. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to the table and you like, damn, okay, let me get on the dice, and you look and this table say that nigga is $50 a fucking bet to get on this motherfucker. Like, God damn, I just wanted a $5 get in. Let me go to another table.
Speaking of tables, we're also opening up another channel.
Yippee.
What's the point? Featuring yours truly in Caliber TV. We had to leave you out of this one, Young Third, because you don't be shooting dice like that.
I had to stop because I had a problem. Hey, look, it looked like Caliber inside now. You got him unmuted, right?
Okay, hey, look, man, my bad, y'all. I'm in the middle of something right now, man. I just want to just to tune in, and I hear everything y'all saying, man. I just can't really speak too much right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't really speak too freely. But I will say that, you know what I mean, agreeing on everything that you guys are talking about, tokenization, man, it's a big thing. I wish that I could say a little bit more about it, but everybody that's listening, man, everybody's on point with it. You know what I mean?
Just don't be a nigga when you talk about it wherever you're at.
What's that?
Just don't be a nigga. Just don't say it in your nigga voice. Say it in your
I got it. Okay, I got to switch the code then. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
code switch. We understand you code switching right now. It's all right.
Yeah, right. But
your voice has too much bass for code switching.
Yeah. I was over here messing with my ears. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get my ear pods in, so I couldn't really tell too much what was going on. But I know that you guys were talking about as far as tokenization of the stock market, right? Am I going too far back or?
We talking about tokenization of assets like oil, gold, different things like that, and kind of the difference between the traditional stock market and how we got involved. We did bring up the tokenization of the stock market, how everything on the stock market is going to go over there too, and be tokenized on a blockchain and all that. But this particular article was about tokenization of gold, oil, minerals, those kind of commodities.
Okay, yeah, I was just I didn't really want to chime in too much, but I just wanted to say that I was talking to a guy at work who majored in economics, and he was giving his input because I asked him, you know, saying, what do you think about Bitcoin? And he basically told me, and now I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if this is true, and I had to do my research, but he was just basically told me how like the blockchain is owned by like, because you know how, you know, we say that, oh, it's a decentralized token, right? But he's like, there's somebody that owns the blockchain. And I thought about it. I'm like, so, you know, elaborate more on that, right? So he was saying that, yeah, you could say like, you know, Satoshi Nakamoto, he started it and all this stuff like that. And that is a decentralized coin, but it's on a blockchain. So who owns the blockchain? You know what I mean? Then he started getting to a whole bunch of conspiracy stuff, you know, about the CIA and all that other stuff like that. But we'll talk about that later amongst ourselves. But I'm just saying that he brought that to my attention, and that's what I wanted to really talk about, like who really owns the blockchain as far as, you know, when it's coming down to it. So I think earlier I was trying to chime in a little bit earlier, and I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm in class right now, you know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, I'm in nursing school, so I'm just doing my thing right now, but I do chime in, and I was just listening on my phone, and you were talking about, you were talking about, what is it, the tokenization, and then about everything else that was going on. But again, like I was in and out, you know what I mean? So I couldn't really like grasp it, what you were talking about. But all I know is that just to talk about what you guys are talking about, tokenization, yeah, man, it's coming. You know what I mean? Regardless of whether we like it or not, it's gonna be here. You know what I mean? So the thing is though, is that do you want to get to the party early or do you not want to get to the party at all? And I think you said something about like they talking about all this World War III stuff and if everything happens, but what if it don't happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exactly, right? So what if it doesn't happen then you know what I'm saying, just be prepared. At least, you know what I'm saying, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right?
Exactly. Wouldn't you rather be in the fucking party already, like you said, than like, oh shit, I got to scramble and try to get there, and they might be closing the motherfucking door. What's that, you know, the parable from the New Testament where a motherfucker wasn't ready and went to go try to get some oil and came back and the motherfucking the doors are closed, nigga, party already started, bitch.
Party already started, bro.
Trade ready. You should have kept some extra oil for your shit. You knew what was that.
That's what I'm saying though, right? So really the party really started in like the mid 2010s though, really when you know what I'm saying, when everything started going. So
I think it's interesting what dude said about the blockchain being owned. And it's we always say the blockchain like it's one blockchain. But every single one of these tokens that you see pop up is either they piggybacking off a blockchain that already exists, or they piggyback or they created their own blockchain. Like you got like chain and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like Richard Hart, I think his name is. That's his blockchain.
Right.
We know who ran that, who owned and ran that blockchain. You know what I'm saying? We don't know which one of the cypherpunks really owns that blockchain. You know what I'm saying? Which one of the crypto punks really owns that Bitcoin blockchain?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know who's in control of it. But like you said, like who really is Satoshi Nakamoto? Who really owns the blockchain? A lot of them are running off of the Ethereum network. You know what I'm saying? So that's
I know Solana's getting big too, as far as like a lot of stuff with you know what I mean, with Trump and everything. I know he's on a Solana blockchain.
Off of that shit, off the network protocol.
So it's a lot of factors into it though, man. You know what I mean? But you know, I don't know, and I'm my bad. Just saying chiming in because really I'm chiming in, and I'm just hearing bits and pieces of it though. So I'm trying to piece it up. But you guys go ahead and keep talking, man. I'm just listening.
Shoot, I don't even know where Timbo went right now.
Oh yeah, but I did hear what Timbo was talking about with his he told me the story about what happened when he got ran over. These type of things are y'all don't know. This is the type of thing that happened to Tim all the time. Like he just what I'm saying? It's my boy, man. I love him to death, man. But it's all kind of just extra out stuff that just be happening to bro.
Like, this ain't the first time I was hit by a car. I called that nigga Justin, right? D and Mike's little brother. He was like, nigga, this is the third time you got hit by a car. I was like, what? He was like, remember when we got in that fight at Teasers? I was like, oh shit.
Fucking easy. Man.
But nah, I had to piss. That's why I left.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, you guys keep talking, man. I don't even know. I'm sorry to chime in though, for real.
Yeah, we gonna mute you. I noticed. I seen your echo. Turner Downer isn't on her. So we're getting a little feedback. Perfect. So back to the challenges, right? The lack of standardization frameworks, the absence of standardized protocols and frameworks for tokenization and natural resources can lead to fragmentation and inefficiencies. Again, damn, you were right on this shit, bro. This is that shit. This is kind of why I wanted to bring it on to y'all too. So, Caliber, I was going to bring this on next week because I thought you weren't going to be able to make it this week. But this is something that I saw in an article while I was at work on LinkedIn. And I figured this is a perfect time to talk about it for our subject because I've noticed some of our best streams and views came from when we was talking about the crypto space. And it's a perfect timing for y'all to go through because y'all understand it, but yeah, y'all understand it more than I do, straight up.
I think for me, before I saw the big institutions get involved, like when we was early going to these conferences and like trying to really understand this whole thing, we both had like this really, really big hope for this revolutionary thing that was coming that like, oh, holy shit, it's just people in here getting together and networking and doing something against like this. The people are doing something against this shit. This is crazy and it's real. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we would see the CIA and this motherfucker with their hackers, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that and everything. They was in there. The FBI is in this is at the Bitcoin conference too.
Hey, they was in there asking all kind of questions.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
They was in there asking all
first
kind
time
of questions.
that I seen like, oh shit, we got opposition. Ops here. God damn. And then since then, I've just been slowly watching the desire for mass adoption for a lot of people to get involved in it. That desire that the people that was really creating this thing had has then been swallowed up like TD Jakes at a Diddy party.
Pause.
TD Jakes is the fucking pause, nigga. You heard TD Jakes say, "Have you ever been swallowed?" I
was pausing TD Jakes.
Yeah, we pausing TD Jakes. Don't pause me, nigga.
Hey, I'm gonna add that to once we upload this video again. I'm gonna add where do I clip it? Yeah, right here. I'm gonna add that on the back end. I'm gonna add, you ever been swallowed? Swallowed up.
Swallowed up. I watch this shit get swallowed up.
Wait, but which one's worse? The swallowed up or the you ever been filled up by the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit just telling me. What?
Swallowed up by a man. That big old fat black man up there trembling and shaking while he say swallowed up, thinking about the nasty shit he was doing with another man last night. That was worse.
Hey, so I'm gonna close this one out because I want everybody to go into the actual link we sit, right? But let's keep it going.
But we pretty much covered everything with this, bro. You know what I'm saying? We reached our hour point. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Shit, y'all want to hit them with some tell me anythings?
Oh, I had one too. Yeah.
Shit, I got some tell me anythings.
Oh, hey, you go first. Let me pull mine up.
Niggas be talking about Brown is the GOAT, 20 years, all this shit and everything, man. I just seen a nigga post a video, nigga, and it reminded me because I was in the building. They first time. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to his pops. I was building the first time Kobe and Brown went at it. You know what I'm saying? We seen the difference live. Good seats right behind the basket. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Can I give a backstory on that? I remember this story, and we're going to start sharing stories from our childhood that are going to add to it, right? So this shit happened, I want to say when we was right out of high school, after high school,
Mm, mm, mm. This is your guys' senior year.
when that
Football.
nigga had a concussion. Mind you, I'm in a football game, and I watch this nigga was our punter, receiver, and part-time running back and cornerback, right? We played defense together most of the time.
Punt returner is what you're saying.
Oh no, he was the punter. Punter.
He got knocked out on this play on a punt return.
Nigga, when I tell you, like, bro, I run off the sideline, take off my helmet, and I watch that nigga, like, you know how when you run to the sideline, you watch a nigga like go to his next position. So I'm running to the sideline, that nigga's running to go punt. Nigga, I take off my helmet and I hear the go. I see that nigga take the punt and he goes to hit it, nigga. That shit barely hit Cub foot, and the ball went straight in the air, and that nigga went fucked up. Next thing I know, once we're back on defense, I'm playing linebacker. That nigga's like, yeah, where are we at?
Okay, so another part of the stories that we got to tell is that Tim always tells stories wrong, because I'm 100% certain that he was returning a punt.
No, nigga, he got fucked up punting. That don't
even make sense to the rules of football. How do you,
nigga? That nigga got fucked up punting, nigga. That nigga got a concussion punting the fucking ball. You're right. Did we get roughing the punter? Yeah.
Because they said he got spun into somebody else.
Nigga.
And then the next dude smacked him. Boom.
Nigga, that nigga got fucked up. Nigga, I have never seen a punt for negative yards. Like that nigga ball 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Like they picked up the ball next to that nigga.
Okay. Tell me anything, Third. Tell me anything.
That's my tell me anything right now. Yeah. That nigga got that's not my real tell me anything. But.
Okay, so look. So the thing is, we got to go see. After that, he come home. They asked him about his birthday. He like apples and oranges. I remember that. I just remember I was staying the night over at his house that night. Hey, that nigga came home. I'm in there asleep. He come get in the bed and everything. Kathy coming in there to check on him every couple of hours, because he had a concussion and shit. You're not really supposed to let him sleep. And so he come in there. She's like, Marcus, get up. What's your birthday? He said, apples. She said, Marcus, your birthday? He said, March, oranges. All I know is that was one of the worst concussions I ever seen. Because this is hours later. Like, you didn't left the game, went to the hospital, came home and shit. That nigga still thought his birthday was apples and oranges in the morning. But it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. He still thought his birthday was apples and oranges. Well, it was a bad concussion. So,
mind you, our game was in fucking Santa Paula.
It was somewhere hella far, because that's why I didn't go to the game. Like, I just went over to his house and just stayed over, and I ate dinner with Kathy and shit, and I was already asleep. It's like 2 in the morning. They bringing him in, and I'm like, damn, this nigga look crazy. Like, he looked like he was lost, nigga. Like Stevie Wonder was getting guided into the room and shit. Didn't know where he was walking still. This is hours later. But we go to the next day. We go to the Kobe game the next night. He cool by the come time for the Kobe game and shit. Everything cool. Man, Kobe was out there. It was just different watching Bean, bro. And I seen people posting, you know what I'm saying? They finally starting to really give it up for the difference between these two guys. You know what I'm saying? I seen a nigga today post how nigga Kobe had, was raised by his father, and this nigga raised by his mother. Like, when your father, your dad, like, you don't need Wade. What you think? You think you need Wade to win? No, you don't need to go get Wade. Win it by yourself, boy. This is how your daddy talk to you. Your mom and them be like, well, if they good over there, we just want to win. Let's go over there and go win, baby. She'll take you over to the winning team type shit and everything. You know what I'm saying? So tell me anything, bro. This nigga Kobe Bean Bryant was that nigga. And here's the thing. They be talking about all his points and all this stuff. I seen a brother break this thing down. Tell me anything. The rest of the year, so in the whole history of the NBA, up until Kobe's era, 115 points a game was the average. Mm-hmm. Right? After Kobe era, between 110 and 115 points has been the average. During Kobe's era, it was like slow down era. All of a sudden, they was an average of 95 points a game, the lowest point scoring total.
And he was still averaging 30.
And he was getting his career average is 25 something. You know what I'm saying? But then when you look at it, the way that the game was played,
3-point era.
You get what I'm saying? It's before
defense
Steph came in and everybody started shooting threes 100 times a game. You know what I'm saying? They was calling all kind of travels on them and shit for shit that wasn't a travel. Now the way these niggas get to lift they pivot foot in 30 different ways and stuff, they didn't have Kobe's footwork. You tell me anything, bro. Go look at the film, bro.
Well, here's the thing I gotta ask you too. Like, think it in Jordan's era. Who were the defenders? The people who were known for the fucking defense. You had Vernon Maxwell. You had John Starks. Kobe's era. You had Ron Artest.
Wait, how did you Gary Payton?
My bad. And Gary Payton crossed over to both. Jason Kidd crossed over to both.
It was some real defenders out there.
So, who are the defenders now?
Big games, but they just had guys out there just for defense. AC Green type niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Who are the guys now?
There's no defense. They don't. There's Dylan Brooks.
Kobe's era. Stack Jacks. Matt Barnes.
Yeah. Well, Kobe had the hardest time because Jordan didn't have no other two guards that he went up against. He was the prototype for how to be a two guard. So then everybody trained like Jordan and tried to be like him. And then you come to Kobe's era, all the kids that grew up looking at Jordan, now all of a sudden you got Tracy McGrady, you got Vince Carter out here, you got motherfucking Allen Iverson, you got Jamal Mashburn, Reggie Miller, you got hella two guards to go up against every single night, and niggas like Raja Bell who just play defense and shit like that. You got Rajon Rondo out here D'ing shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my hot take. It's not Jordan that led to that emergence of the twos and the threes that we know him now. I'm gonna say it was Grant Hill. Grant Hill was model 1.0. Michael Jordan was 1.0. Grant Hill was the 1.5. And they couldn't stop a wing that could go left to right like a point guard and still finish at the lane and shoot the J.
Grant Hill had some cold shoes, though.
Hey, not only that, but Grant Hill was that nigga. If he didn't fuck up that ankle and he had 2 years, first off, shout out to him.
Plus Penny Hardaway. Grant Hill and Penny Hardaway are they're the bridge.
Think about this, though, bro. You talking about two guys that was in junior high in 1986.
Yeah.
So it still is Jordan who is their motherfucking.
I'm not saying that, but I am saying that they
were in junior high in 86 is what I'm saying.
And I'm not taking anything away from Kobe being fucking Bryant. That's my favorite player of all times. That is my GOAT. But what I am saying,
he gave Jordan 42 in Jordan's last game in the first half.
Yeah. Nigga went for 81. Nigga, we got everything else.
Baby, they was playing that touch the untouchable, reach the unreachable, and the crowd is chanting, it's
Kobe, baby.
42 he gave this nigga in the first half. Like, hey, Jordan,
what's crazy?
The last game in LA, remember me, nickel?
60.
Old drawer, nigga.
But look, you know what's crazy? We got everything documented that happened in the last 100 and something years, except Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. We got the sinking of the Titanic on camera, the building of the Eiffel Tower, but we don't got Wilt's 100-point game, my nigga. We ain't got that.
Yeah, I think it was propaganda to promote the league.
No, I don't know what it was, but why is that not like?
I'm saying like that's the only thing that it leads to. The reason why there is no actual footage and ain't no pictures and nothing. Like, did they just say like, "Hey, tonight we're gonna say we'll hit 100"?
We got Andre the Giant's first ever wrestling match on camera, and he was wrestling during Wilt Chamberlain's era.
So I don't know.
Okay, so not tell me anything. This is actually a video I seen on Instagram, and I shared it to our group. Hold on, because this shit is funny to me because it's like a no shit moment, right? Hold on. Protecting their dog or protecting. Oh shit! Wrong one. Wrong button.
Stand by, camera one.
There we go.
Yeah, of course.
Here, let's start it over. Ah, shit.
Democrats are now claiming that if a MAGA supporter had a choice between protecting their dog or protecting a refugee, they would choose their dog.
Yeah, of course. Is this a question? Hold on. Not only is it my dog over a refugee, it's
So why I share this for my tell me anything is we have known this as niggas for a long fucking time. And second off, is this dude is a little bit too brown to be so enthusiastic about this post. Like, nigga, they'll choose you.
Nigga at all. I see he
Huh?
the tanning bed or something when he left out the gym, but I don't see no brown, nothing.
Bro, he's definitely
Slavic.
Middle Eastern,
Slavic.
Any dog.
maybe Italian. Look at him. Look at that fucking nose. He's
That
at least Jewish.
nigga looks like he's from the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, but from the brown part of them. The brownish, the ones where they can't tell. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. This nigga might look Arab, nigga. Yeah, you shouldn't be this enthusiastic about it. Any way it goes. No shit, they give more fucks about dogs than fucking humans, nigga.
Over
It's white
any
people as a
human.
whole.
It's
Not
always
just
dog.
liberals.
Democrats are now
Democrats.
claiming that if
Liberals, Republicans, white people care more about dogs than they care about colored people.
Colored people, then they care about other white people.
See? Hot
First
takes.
off,
Number 2.
every time I see a white girl with a big dog, I think she's sleeping with it. Every time I see a white girl walking around with a dog she can barely fucking control out in the streets, I don't trust it.
She's fucking that nigga.
She fucking that dog. I don't trust it. That's racist as shit. I know.
Well,
Tell me anything.
with that being said, y'all,
The dog life worth more than the human life. I already knew this about you. Where have y'all lived? I've known this about y'all for forever. They made a law that said you kill a cop dog, it's like killing a cop. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a fucking dog. He's not a cop. Tell him to arrest me right now. Tell him to put the cuffs on me right now. Tell him to read me a fucking law. If he's a fucking cop, tell me about any fucking law. Tell me why is he here? He's not a fuck them dogs. I feel the exact opposite way. Fuck your dogs. Black dogs, black people dogs, Mexican people dogs, white people dogs. Fuck your fucking dog. I fucking hate people's dogs, man. White people dogs.
right? Well, with that note, y'all, look, thank you for joining us again for the Tell Me Anything podcast.
We love y'all.
Be sure to tap in. Follow
Look,
us.
tell
on
a friend
all
about it. This is the thing I hate. I hate all the like, comment, share shit because everybody say that on everything. Look, just keep it buck, bro. Keep tuning in with us. Keep fucking with us. Tell somebody a fuck about us, bro.
Share this
Like,
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Tell somebody, hey, bro, I be watching this pod on Saturdays, bro. This shit pretty good. Share that shit. You
It's
see
the
us posting
homies.
shit on any of our Instagrams or something like that, it costs you nothing to hit re-fucking post. It's free.
It costs none of that shit. If you really fuck with us, that's what
with us.
y'all would do.
Fuck with us. It's free. Tap in. And thank you to everybody that do fuck with us. We love y'all. Shalom.
Until next time.